Check, 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 check. Let's see if this is working. It's probably not. Oh yeah, it is working. Good, good, good. Okay. Um. So wait, let me see which one of the sources is picking up my microphone. Check, 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 check. Oh, so it is the Jabra. Okay, that's great. We're not doing the MacBook Pro microphone. We're not doing any of that. None of that. None of that. None of that. None of that. Check, 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 check. Good. Okay. So yeah, it looks like that this is actually working. Okay. So no technical difficulties today, surprisingly. Um, it's been a rough day. It's been a really, 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 really weird, bad day, sort of. So that's all. Let's just write some music. Um, you know what? As I'm sitting here, I should probably email one of those viola players. That's what I'm going to do. What a crappy day. Um, I am just, I'm completely disgusted with myself. Oh, hey Jim, what's up? I wasn't showing my screen because I was texting a people. Oh my god, dude. Oh god, fuck, man. How do I get the the share thing? Oh man, I just do not think the same, man. Ever since the car accident, my brain just does not think rationally. I don't. I'm just not working correctly. My ear is buzzing. I still can't bend my neck. I can't think correctly. I can't even think at all because I got this buzz in my ear all day, all fucking goddamn day, all fucking day, man, all day. Oh fucking shit, dude. So, Yo Connell, what's up? Oh fuck, man. Oh, all right. Let's just write some fucking music. So, I didn't. My realtor calls me today, this morning, says, "Hey, today's the last day if you want the house. If you don't, it's fine." He wasn't pushing me. He just said, "You're on a deadline because they got to know by today." I don't. He said to me, he's like, "I don't care if you buy it or not. I just want you to be happy." Why the shit would I want to buy a house? Just because it's like $50 per month cheaper than rent, it's stupid. It's a 30-year commitment. I mean, you're not living in the house for 30 years, maybe 3, 4. So I start thinking about it. I start driving around town. Not driving. I mean, yeah. I start like there's like apartments all around town. So um, so I start going to all of the different apartments, and I'm like, hey, like, do you have any availability? They're like, yeah, like we have like a 1 bed studio available in February, but then it got taken. It was available, but then it got filled in. So then that wasn't available. So I started thinking like, this is what I'm saying is like, I'm just acting like irrational anymore. Let me just show my music, so I can talk while I write, or write while I talk. Oh, Jim, by the way, your song, the viola song, sounds awesome. Um, it got so much better yesterday. So anyway, the my realtor's like, so like, what's the verdict? Do I tell them yes or no? And I started thinking about it, and I'm calling everyone, and I'm up until like 3 o'clock in the morning because I haven't ate, I haven't slept, and I'm overthinking it. I eventually just say, fine, just buy it. Now, why? I don't know. I don't even like the house. You shouldn't be buying a house because you can't afford it. You definitely shouldn't be buying a house because you're trying to start a company. So you need as much cash as possible. You should not be doing a $20,000 down payment. I need that money for the musicians. I should just go live in a cheap slumlord apartment while I get this thing going. Oh man. Oh god. So I tell them. I say, yeah, fine, go ahead, buy it. Why? It's like the dumbest idea ever. And then I text him like 15 minutes later. I'm like, hey, like, I don't want it anymore. He goes, dude, you can't just like take it back. It's like it's a submitted court document. It's like it's been signed by like lawyers now. It's like you can't just take it out. Oh my god. I'm so unhappy. I'm home on a Friday night. I'm not seeing my friends. They all live in Los Angeles. I don't work in music anymore, so I feel dead inside. I got this buzzing in my ear. It fucking sucks shit. I have like no fucking money. And I just fucking bought a house that I hate. Like, this is how I'm gonna get out of this rut, is I just start buying shit. It's fucking stupid, man. I'm looking at the universe, just trying to find something, anything to fucking get me out of it. And it's just like irrational things, like, oh, let's just go buy a car tomorrow. I don't know, because I've tried everything else and nothing's fucking working. So let's just start. Let's go to the store. Let's buy some popcorn. I don't know. What's that going to solve? I don't know. Probably nothing. But it's better than the bullshit you've been doing in the past 5 years. I don't fucking know, man. I really should be going out to Philly. I should have bought a place in Philly. I shouldn't have even bought a place at all, ever. No, I did sign. I did sign. It's a signed contract. I did sign. Now, in America, you have like 3 days for right of refusal or something. If I wanted to get out of it, I could. And what? Like they're going to take me to court for like $200? Like I would just tell them I can't pay the closing costs. Then they're going to say, okay, fine. Then we'll just give it to the backup offer. This is way too loud, man. No one's playing in this octave. Nobody. What is this? This isn't even correct. It's not even arranged correctly. Why is this not broken up? This arpeggio, this should be broken up. No one's playing this. No matter what happens, we're here. We'll help you make it work. Well, Connell, I gotta give you a call. It's not. There's another house across the town that's available for $180,000, and it's like a 3-car garage, and it's almost perfect. It's in like an okay neighborhood. But I would save like $700 a month. Taxes are $3,000 a year cheaper, and the house is $50,000 cheaper, or whatever it is, $40,000 cheaper. You can't even buy. But then my thinking's not stupid. It's sound thinking somewhat. The idea is you buy a house with either a garage or a basement in the event that the recording studio is booked. Perfect example. I've been calling the recording studio all day today. Haven't been able to get them on the phone. What's up, Greg? Wow, Fairhead, I haven't seen you in a minute. How are you feeling, man? It's been like 3 months. I'm doing okay. By okay, I mean horrible. Here's a song that I wrote. So this has to be broken out. I feel like this is too much to sight read, or it's just confusing. So maybe if I break it out like this. I love this part. That do-do-do. I feel like that's the most important part of this melody, and I want to keep it. So I feel like maybe this part stays up top, and that do-do-do-do part is played in the basses, maybe? So like this part would be. I love this bass line though. Is this not a fun bass line, Connell? That's a good time. So the thinking, you can't record in your apartment. You're going to get kicked out. But that's okay, because you're probably not ever going to need to record in an apartment. I should be living in a cheap $1,000 a month apartment, a crap piece of junk apartment, and then just once a week, I go to the recording studio. It costs $200. I don't want to own property. I don't want to cut a lawn. I don't want to have to buy a stove. I don't want to entertain guests. I just want to get this fucking orchestra going. It's been 15 fucking years. It drives me insane. Because 8 of those years has been like rehabilitation. I just want to go. That's the problem. Is I'm so hungry. I have such a fire to go that I'm just making irrational decisions because I'm just so impatient because I've had it. I just give up, man. I just gotta go. And I'll pay any amount of money, every last dollar, to just get this thing going. I just gotta go. And I didn't come up with the idea of recording in a recording studio until like 2 weeks ago because I've been thinking recording in my basement. But recording at a traditional studio, you're not going to fit a full orchestra in a traditional studio, but you could make it work. Either you record in sectionals because you break it out into different, sections, obviously, or, you know, one less tripod and you squeeze them together like sardines or something. I don't know, stadium seating, whatever. There's ways around it. You could probably think of something. The house I bought doesn't even have the biggest basement in the world. It just has a basement. The basement maybe fits 20 people, which buys me a little bit of time. It might take a year. But how am I doing like 15, 16, 1700 bucks or whatever it is a month in expenses for this house and then another $2,000 for an orchestra? I You haven't even bought toilet paper yet, toothpaste, food, electricity, heat. You haven't done anything. I am way off my rocker with this place. I'm so out. I have no idea. My life is so deep in the shitter. It is so just inside, and I can't get out. My decisions are irrational. My patience is gone. It's not even thin. It's gone. My work ethic is in the toilet. Oh, man. Oh, man. And it's not one of those take a deep breath and think about it. It's not that, dude. It's deep. This is deep, like psychological, financial. It's deep, and it ain't leaving, and I'm fucked. Is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm not the person I wanted to be when I was 12 years old. This is not this was not in the plans. None of this. None of this was. I just can't believe that I'm becoming this person that is just an idiot. Let's go to the phones. Yeah, I know the baseline is tight. It's awesome. It's been hectic. Oh man, you've been moving houses? I've moving house and I thought it would be a good idea to leave my old job and start my new. That's awesome. Congrats, man. And start my new one all in the same week. Safe to say I've been stressed beyond belief. Oh man. Greg, we should be on a three-way call. Me, you, four-way if you wanted to get Jim in this. Me, you, and Connell and JB. I don't know what I'm thinking, man. I can still get out of it. I'll just tell them I just don't have the money. What are they going to take me to court? I mean, maybe, but I just don't have the money. So And it wouldn't even be a court thing. It's like you have to pay a lawyer like an hour. It's probably like a $200 slap on the wrist to get out of the contract. Because I signed it this morning. It's not. I didn't pay them yet. We didn't even do anything. I didn't even talk to the bank yet. It's stupid. Buying a house is so stupid. I know that feeling all too well. Impatience and the feeling that too much time flew by. That's how it's for me in my writing. I know. Oh, you're a writer, Connell? Why is there this awesome music and in between there's this depressed dude talking about a studio? I'm confused. Sorry, I don't even remember why I subscribed to this channel, but the music is nice. Thanks, Roxy. Um, I probably arranged some of the music that you love. Probably. I've arranged everything from Skyrim to I don't know, LMFAO to Adele. I've arranged all that orchestra stuff. I'm the guy that did a bunch of that stuff. And it's been a rough couple years. A couple. I would love it to be a couple years. I would pay a lot of money for it to have only been a couple years. But it has not been a couple years. Hope you managed to pull through, bud. Hate seeing you like this. Yeah, I know. Thanks, Greg. I get that all too well. Here's some trivia about me. I had to turn my back on my childhood dream because it would have been a toxic poison to pursue. I say get out while you can. I can get out. I can get out tomorrow. I have until probably Monday. It's probably 3 days. They're going to call me tomorrow. They're going to be like, hey, we didn't get the check from you. Like, yeah, of course you didn't get the check because I don't have any money. Then you're going to say, why'd you sign the contract? I want to say, I don't know. Why did I wake up this morning? Okay, so no drama time. So this is an A and then a D. You got the C. You have this E here. There's no F's here. Okay, good. So you have this A minor. I do feel like that this violin plays a little bit too high. Also, like I feel like I could probably flip these. I can't bring this down an octave though. That's a shame. If I bring this down, I mean, if you were to go. I mean, that's got to stay up. So if you want to, you can do this. And bring this down. That's probably easier to play. Yeah, I can give some of this to the viola. The only problem is that I have these beautiful double tones going on. I mean, that is a beautiful double stop. Double stop means that you're playing two notes at the same time. I mean, it's a chord, but it's a double stop. It's a type of, like there's triple stops. Now the problem here is that I've got this B here, and none of these are B's. So this actually is the chord, as is this. I should give you a presentation. Come on, give me Presentify. Oh, come on. There we go. Where's the Presentify? There it is. Well, thanks for making this awesome music. Then I hope you will get soon through the shitty phase that you were obviously. Yeah, it's just rocks. There's a whole thing. Like probably a decade ago, more than a decade. Sorry, 15 years ago, I had one of the largest YouTube channels at the time, and then I had one of the largest Tumblr channels where I wrote music for people, and I was doing so well. I moved to Los Angeles. I was working at YouTube headquarters. Things were going fantastic. Then on June 5th, 2015, I got hit by a car, suffered a brain injury, spent, I don't know, 7 years in rehabilitation. I'm still trying to get better. I'm still not doing great. I finally got my first full-time job in 7 years. Uh, I just got a full-time job about 4 months ago. So the checks are coming in. I'm starting to pay down debt. Things are going a lot better. It's been a rough ride. But then suddenly I got the stick where I'm just like, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed about a month ago and I started FOMO buying a house. I started thinking like, I gotta buy, and it's stupid. I started thinking like, oh, I gotta buy a house or my world's gonna fall apart, or my orchestra hasn't worked out because I haven't owned any real estate yet. Which like, where's the connection there? Like the thinking is like, I would record an orchestra in my basement so that I can just record every week because I can't record it in this crappy apartment. Um, and I started looking at everything. I started thinking about recording in a park, recording at one of the violin players' houses. We started doing a virtual orchestra. That came out horrible. Um, I just looked into everything, and then it came. Then it dawned on me because like I'm not really thinking like a recording studio to record in. Because when I think of a recording studio, I think of like a band, like a four-piece rock band. I'm not thinking of like cameras, YouTube channel, Cat 5 cables, Dante Protocol, all this kind of stuff. Because I needed to be like a set palace. I need to have like my own setup. I need to. The thinking is like I wanted to be like my man cave basically. And I call up the musicians, I pay them, and then they come over, and then we record, and then that's it. I and I bought this house that has a basement. It's fine. It's an okay house. I'm not crazy about it, but this is a whole nother thing, Rox. Don't even listen to me. I'm such a mess. First of all, to prove how much of a mess I am, I got the C sharp rubbing up against this D natural, which is a horrible idea. What is wrong with me? So I'll kick this back over here then. Then you got that B. You get this D natural. You get E. Okay, I got this F sharp. There's no. Oh, there is a rub here. I've got this F sharp with this rub. Let me hear what that F sharp sounds like. It's probably horrible. I mean, I hate to just take a note out like that. Something like this. Excuse me. It's a very first world problem, right? That I'm complaining about buying a house in the middle of a pandemic. Half the country's out of business. I actually have a nice job, and I'm getting my life back together, and yet I always find something to complain about. I love this note, and I think it would be so good if I kept it with that A there. Oh no, this was the C sharp. Right, this was the C sharp. This was there. That sounds better like that. Man, that part of your story you just told sounds really fucked up. Sorry. Yeah, that's what I gotta do. I gotta call my buddy. That's what I'll do. I mean, everyone has their own struggles, right? I mean, it's not like I'm not like the only person going through a struggle. I know people who lost like four members of their family just in the past, you know, year and a half. Um, Whatever. I don't know. All right, so this part should be the flute up here, up in this octave. This should be up here, up an octave. You could do something like this. This might sound horrible. So I can probably make this simpler. That's better if I do something like that. I think this part's tough though. All you can do is take care of you. No one else can fault you for that. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. I don't know. Like I'm so unhappy, and it's not depression. It's none of that. It's I mean it's I just got to get this thing going, and I don't think this is the right way of doing it. I don't think I'm doing the right thing. I do not think I did the right thing today. I do not. What's up, bro? I'm trying to think what to do with this violin. They could probably play this, but it's visually there's a lot of noise going on here, right? There's just a lot here. So I want to break it out into another instrument. First of all, the flute again is playing way too high in that upper register. Connell's going to yell at me. Don't be unhappy, Walt. I love you. Yeah, I know. I love you too, pal. How can I not? You own real estate on my laptop. You've got 3 songs. Here's the thing. What a couple of my friends were saying today, they're like, "Listen, you've never owned property. You've never built equity. You've never even tried living in a house. Maybe you love it. Maybe it solves all your problems." Okay, I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to write it off. Maybe it does, but my problem is finances. It's not the happiness of being, extroverted or conversational. I can go to Philly right now and I can open up a table. I mean, that's not the problem. The problem is 99% finances. I just need, and this is everyone's problem, I guess, but I just need more money. Now, if I want to not do the orchestra, I can go live a happy life. Salary job, buy a house with a white picket fence with a house, on the hills, maybe a dog. I would be so unhappy if I never gave this thing a shot. Now I'm not getting any younger, and I'm getting pretty old now, and this thing's got to really like work out like yesterday. You have the one advantage over me. You've at least been able to do what you love. I never had the chance. It was taken away before I could even try. But you don't have to get personal. But like, why did you not? Why are you not able to do what you love? And yeah, the current octave for flute makes my eyes burn. I know. I mean, who even wants to read that? I mean, I can do an 8 VA to make it legible, but or I can bring it down a whole step. Might be a little bit better. If I bring it down a whole step, if it were in the key of C, then you're seeing that, which is still brutal. You're better off taking it up. I mean, you're better off taking it up a minor third and then down an octave. Because then at least you go minor third like that and then down an octave. You're right. Now, this to me, Connell, this is the sweet spot, I feel like, for a flute. That is a beautiful timbre. It's not my favorite, but it's really, that's a great voicing right there. Now, if I were to bring this down an octave, you're here, which is, it's kind of combating. The problem is that now the violins are right up against it. I mean, you're like right there. What I could do is I can go like this. I mean, it's the same octave, but then I can bring that down like that. So at least you're not fighting. You got this high G with this F sharp, which is actually horrible, but it's on the offbeat, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, to sound like a punk, I've said it several times. Embrace the lower instruments. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I think it's always better to follow your passions. That's true. Dare I say key change here? No. Key change would be lower. I don't have to. I can go down to a C. The lower instruments sound amazing when I do them. So here, if I were to embrace the lower instruments, and I don't disagree. So let's bring that down, and I'll bring this up. So take this over. Take the C. Oh, is it the C? It's the E, because E is on top of the C. So now, I mean, this is really low. So now you're like right here. Oh, see, that's horrible too. All right. You have this A and then the B and then the F. Let's do a D. Yeah, I guess that's fine. I like that. I like that voicing for the flute. It's a nice flute. I hate that note. All right, what if I were to take all that out? What if I dropped it down, made it like? Is that so? I mean, I can do that. I think that sounds fine. You know, like less is more. So bring all the reds up then. Could do something like that. And then I can just... But see, then you got this F sharp with this G. It's just, it ain't great. I can see why you wanted the flute in the higher octave. It did sound sweet. I know, it sounds awesome. Don't say that to me. I'm going to cry. It sounds so good in the upper in the upper register. Let me see. Is that this flute? Well, see, the flute plays the verse here. I'm just doubling up on the verse. Yeah. Maybe I give it to the lower strings. So like you'd have something like this then. No, there's. So this goes up an octave. You could have something like this. This is why I call myself a masochist. I love the sound of the higher octaves, but God, I hate playing them. I know, and it's not long. It's only like 20 seconds. Like it's not. It's not. You're not playing a concerto like that. So I might bring it back. I feel like you need to lean a bit more into the Mega Man X vibe. Don't copy the style, but touch it into it a bit more. Yeah, that's. If you want to do Mega Man X, you just do 16th notes. Is basically what you do. I'm trying to avoid 16th notes though, but you do up tempo 16th notes like. Mega Man, you would do like, like you would go, so you go, so you do something like this. Whatever. Or I don't know. I'm just gonna mess up with my song. You would do something like this. Or whatever, I don't know. It'd be something like that. Whatever. This is not good. All right, this has to go a little bit lower. What a day, man. What should I do? Do I need a house to record an orchestra? Probably not. Let me say, when I finally publish my work and then turn it into a TV series, I would be honored if you wrote the music. I'm not a good person for that kind of stuff. Although that's good. I feel like that video game music is difficult because it's not linear. It changes. Like if the character walks down the hallway, or if they walk out into the forest, then like the music changes underneath, and I feel like that kind of writing is very, very, very difficult. Oh man. So this has got to be a no. You don't need a house. You need to be able to build your cash. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Right? I need to be cash flow positive. I do not need a house right now, man. It's the one thing I don't. It's literally the biggest purchase that you can make in your entire life. Now is not the time to be doing any of that. None of it. What's up, Alexa? I'm going to kick this flute up an octave. Who cares? That's still, I feel like it's so piercing. What's up, Alexa? do 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 do. So something like this could work. I'm kicking what? You kicking it up a notch like Emerald Lagasse. You think so? Bam. Oh, man. I mean, there's no F sharp here, so I could just double up on the F sharp. There's no rub. That'd be kind of cool if I brought this up to an F sharp, right? Or maybe the A. And then here, I can double it up on the lower register. F sharp G rub. Look, there's your rub, Connell. Or no, was it you that asked that yesterday? Someone asked what I meant by the rub. It's probably you. I wasn't sure though. Okay, so you got this F sharp here. You have this G here. Oh, but I shortened the F sharp, so it's not that bad. Oh, you get the F sharp there. That's off the beat. I'm not really worried about that. Okay. Let's see. C, E, G, A, G. So then let's do it here. Do you guys want to hear this from the beginning? Yeah, you were the rub question. I get it. Beach walks at best. I considered buying, not even buying. I considered living in Florida, even if it was just for 6 months. It would be good for me. It would get me out. But then again, how are you going to record an orchestra in Florida? You'd have to build out your network again. You're spending $5,000 in relocation costs. There's no basements in Florida. I mean, I'm sure there's recording studios in Florida. Recording studio in Florida. And here's a couple of them. Yeah, there's a lot right here in this area, I guess. Oh, there's a lot. Oh my God, there's like 50 of them. I am so unhappy. This is probably the most unhappy I've ever been. Oh, that's not true. You can always move to Nashville. Yeah, that's not what I need. Although it would be cool to be part of a scene. Okay, yeah, I'll play it. I'll play it from the beginning. Really quick, I love that high note there, and I feel like it should probably sing right here, up an octave, and I'll bring this one down an octave. So let's just from measure 58 again. right, so that's the piece. It's probably a little bit too long. I should probably take out one of the repeats or something. But no one's going to be able to sight read this. Like there's way too much spaghetti going on here. Sorry I had to bail for a bit because baby mama doesn't understand warning her kids about hot food isn't yelling at them. She learned the difference. Wish we had the money she could leave. Oh man, you are, bro. It's such an inspiring song. I feel the urge to draw while listening to this. Oh man. Yeah, but if you draw during the high flute part, then your pen stroke's gonna get all discombobulated, right? See, it's this part. It's just. So something like this, it's easier to play now. Oh, this has come up. Where's the other low D? Here. All right, there. It's much easier to play now. See, it's this part. This is the part that's going to kill you. It's these measures here. It's this jump. Because it's not, this doesn't go to a B natural here. This goes to a C sharp, which is, to sight read that, it's not hard. It's just a lot at this tempo. You got to boot up. You got to do it every time. And if you play the one note wrong, we got to go back to the beginning and re-record it. We don't have to. But it's not fun. And yeah, so that's where I'm at. It's such an okay. I don't know what to do with this part here. You got this A, this E, this C sharp, and then this F sharp. It's a beautiful chord. But you got the C sharp doubling up on the D here. I wonder if I can just. I mean, could I do it like that? Oh, see, then you get the F sharp here. You don't have. That's a little bit easier if you were to play F sharp there. Because then you're not jumping, you're not leaping. I mean, the notes change, but it's easier to play. It sounds close enough that it's passable. I mean, you can just take them out. Yeah, you have a syncopated upbeat. I mean, might be better off with this. It's not the right rhythm, but it could work. And if you so then you make these quarters then. So I'm going to make every downbeat here then a quarter. And then I'm going to make this on the third 4. So this is, so it's here. Yeah, that's correct. This is easier to play. I feel bad for the bass player. They've got the crappiest notes in the whole song. It can't. It can't. Da, 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 da. Yeah. I don't like this rhythm though. It's not the right rhythm. The rhythm, the first beat should be da da. It's da da da, ba da 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 da. It's the end of one that makes this thing pop. And if I take that away, this song, I take out the soul. Then you got D. Ah. I mean, you could probably do something like this. You got G and then the B flat. Ah, man. Things have been particularly shitty, haven't they, Connell? I'm trying not to be a Debbie Downer. Try not to be. I got to think what to do with this. There's way too much. I feel sorry for the bass player. Dude, I was a male choir for years. I had the largest range in the school at the time, but I was relegated to be the do, 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 and bum, bum, bum for all songs. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, that sounds pretty horrible. And because the bass never stops playing, right? Like you can't just stop the bass. I mean, you can, and it sounds great if you take it out. But if you just, that's the foundation. And if you take it, it's like, so the bass sings the lowest, so that's straining on your voice. And then you sing the longest too, because you need these long swelling bass lines. Yeah, it's wild. So what if I take I guess this is somewhat easy to play. I guess this is fine. This is fine. If I make this first beat in eighth note, then I think it's fine. Give the bass player a wicked solo. I forget what song I have the bass player playing a crazy solo. It's like 4 minutes long. All right, let's go here. What is that? Why is it playing that high? What is that? I like it. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll kick them out here. And I'll expand that out. So you'd have something like this. There, that sounds better. Just some kind of difference. I'll still accept him in bed. That man is a god. Hey, Walt, how do you... Oh, you're talking about Santana. I thought you were talking about Santa, because I'm reading it backwards. All right, so... oh, it wasn't Santa. It says Santana. Okay, so yeah, things got really weird there for a minute. Lucas says, "Hey, Walt, how do you know... How do you help a baby missile fall asleep? You rock it." Ah... Lucas, I am just so lost in life, man. Although I do appreciate the jokes, though. All right, let's see what's going on here. What's up, Lucas? I'm gonna pick it out. You don't even know. So let's go here. What if I just doubled up completely like this? How's that? All right. Ah, man. Dude, oh my God. You want to know what bothers me? Over here, the way that they designed this, they put a little nub. I'm going to take my hat off because my hair is getting really long. Oh. My hair is almost as long as Alexa's. Was it they've got this nub here. Wait, it's here. You see that nub? I don't know why. I mean, it's there so that you can grab it and pull it off, but it's just weird. Like, it's just, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, I get it. I I I get it, but it's just it's a weird design choice. It's not how I would have done it. But look at the little wave hair. I got that little Conan O'Brien thing going on. Who knows what I have going on? All right. Should we go take a walk down the woods or something? It's not the woods. It's like a tiny lake, but it's creepy as hell. I walked through the lake at midnight. It wasn't even midnight. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning. This was like maybe 2 weeks ago. Boy, I was scared. It was wild. I probably would do it again because it made me feel alive. Because like, what's the worst thing that's going to happen? Like, I'm going to get killed. Like, okay, that's fine. Like I'm not scared of it anymore. Cause because I dodged it once already, so anything after this is just like, I don't even care. It doesn't even bother me. So then this continues, but over here there's way too much drama going on here. Like, I gotta break this apart. Hold on. This should be the lower register, right? You would love that. Ba-ba-da, ba-ba-da. Da-da, da-da, da, da-da, 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 da. I'll make this chord notes. So then you'd have D, G, and then A. So D, D, A. No one's saying I gotta make it syncopated. That works. It's easier to play and it sounds better. What is going on here with this? This part bothers me. I guess that's fine. Alright, that's enough of this song. So now this song's basically done. You guys are talking about mangas. Probably if it occurred, it would be solely for the Crystal anime. It'd still be great. Oh man, dude, the flute pops, man. All my songs are like they're getting better as I do this in frequency. Then I'm just, oh, I didn't mean to say that one. I meant to say this one. But I'm getting better at it. Like this is still a little bit difficult to play. I got to break this apart probably a little bit. So like, maybe if I just take that part out. Da, 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 da. I'm going to take these 4 out. So there. I mean, all right, I do not want to hear this song anymore. What is up, Librani? Librani X. Librani. Lee Brainy. Libranai. I like Libranai. Yo. Libranai. That is a cool one. What's up, Libranai? I really love how Mamoru is more open with his feelings than Crystal, and not to mention back to his real age, closer to Usagi. I should be closer to my feelings, shouldn't I? I should be more like Usagi. Because I'm really sad. Alright, let's go over here. It's 9 o'clock at night. I'm not going out tonight. Because who knows what the hell I'm thinking. What's this? Is this another Yarbrough? Rising from the Ashes. Oh, I remember this one. Whoa, what's this rub? There's some funky going on here. I guess not. It felt weird. Did anyone else feel that? I guess not. What's the F sharp do here? Yeah, you felt it too, right? It came out of nowhere. I think it's that E. But then, hold on. Let's do 3. I think it was the C sharp. Yeah, there. It was the C sharp in the bass. It kind of made me jump. This would be great if it were the lower register in the strings, huh? Like, what if it were like down here, like deep into the abyss here? Like, if you went, like, if you brought this up, I'm just guessing. It might sound horrible, but it might sound pretty good. Wait, did I? No, I didn't. Okay, good. Bring that up. Bring this down. Something like this. This sounds good. Hmm. See, that That part, this part should be a banger. Alexa would yell at me if he saw me not resolve that into a banger. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Oh, so I do have solos then. I do have solos, but it's on the B flat. All right, fine, whatever. I'll keep it. I like it strongly focused on the lower strings. Has a bit of an old school Final Fantasy. But yeah. I can tell that you're a huge gamer. I love it. Say his name like a nobody from Kingdom Hearts. Librinex. No way. Is it Librinex? Librinex. Okay. Make it a mighty strike. I like it. Make him cry. Now, so the chorus is right there. Yeah, the pre-chorus. So the chorus goes twice. All right, let's go from the pre-chorus and see if you fall asleep halfway through the second chorus. Okay, so this solo is a banger, and what I want to do here is change this chorus. Then that's what I'll do. I'll keep the same bass line, and I'll change up the melody so that it sounds a little bit more inviting. So then here I'll go. Maybe I'll do it in thirds. Something like this. This is going to sound horrible. Da, 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 da. So boom, boom. Yeah, I'm getting a Kingdom Hearts vibe here. Yarbrough, come on, you know it. What these is. So this is go 7. How's this? Oh, it's getting better. I'm walking this violin up. All right, so Ba, 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 ba. How how about that? There we go. All right, I'm gonna stop touching it. Let's listen to it. Okay, got a couple things I gotta fix. First of all, I gotta put a break here. Break, 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 break. One, two, 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 two. Something like this, maybe? I don't know, we'll see. All right, this has to come back into, I want to say an F sharp. Oh no, it was a high D. That's right. It was a C sharp to a D. I remember that. There you go. A nice little surprise pizzicato at the end for you. Who doesn't like a surprise ending? Speaking of surprise endings, I did not think the show was going to end like this. So we must part. It's the end of an era. You really enjoy this. It feels an orchestration of my essay. Yeah, this is a great one. This is a nice tempo. I like the key signature. I like the arrangement. The time signature is a little bit wacky because you're in 3/3/4, which is fine. But playing it is a little bit of a bear. I usually prefer to do because like the measures are so short. It's not so much the count of three; it's about the fact that the measures are short. So you're constantly eyeing the next measure, and you only have a half of a second instead of a full second or something. Like if you have another beat there, your eyes are able to parse the information a little bit easier. But I think this is fine. Yeah. So that's all. There. I just got a notification. There were two houses that I was thinking about buying. And the other house that I wanted just got sold. So these houses on the market, man, are just getting bought up like crazy because everyone's afraid of missing the boat. I don't know how I feel about it. I love this house though. This is nice. This is a nice house. The one I didn't buy. I don't know. I think it's gonna be fine. Maybe I just gotta relax. Here's the thing. Okay, you buy the house. It's at the high end of what you can afford, no doubt. If things ever get super hairy, let's say, I don't know, I've got $2,000 left in my bank account, and rent's due. You get a renter. I don't want to be a landlord, but you could make it work if things ever got weird. I will say is that there's a lot of room. So it's kind of the joke that we were saying about a month ago. Now I'm just having like a one-on-one with everyone. Oh, you know what? Let me go turn on this heater. You're coming with me because I don't want you guys to get lost. In this heater here is my is what's keeping me sane. Okay, so let's just have a one-on-one conversation. All right, there we go. All right, there we go. Buy around your 80%. Never buy on your high end. Yeah, I went 200 was high. No doubt. 200 is just stupid. But it's spread out over 30 years. I'm not going to live there forever. If things get bad, I mean, it's a calculated decision to have a basement large enough for me to record an orchestra in the event that a recording studio is overbooked. And it's going to be overbooked. You can bet after the pandemic, I mean, maybe not, maybe it's worse, but I don't think so. But I think that you can bet that at some point in the summer, they're going to be booked wall for wall all the way through because all these bands are going to finally be recording. And there's going to be nowhere to record except in a garage or in a basement. And maybe you can record in a garage, I'm sure. But a basement, I feel like, is a little bit of a better option. First of all, it's cheaper. Second of all, you can always build a garage in the backyard if you had to. It's going to cost you $20,000 over 30 years, so it might be another $50 a month. But you can always build a garage, but you can never build a basement, is what I'm saying. So, but the other part too is about a month ago, I was saying that it would be cool if all the musicians could live with me. And it's a fantasy. It's like, it's probably not, functional. It's probably not a good idea. But there's enough floor space in this house as opposed to the other one I was looking at, which was really small. It was like 700 square feet. It was tiny. there's enough floor space here that I do think it would be kind of cool to have like all the members in the orchestra who maybe can't afford rent or maybe they're trying to make ends meet or whatever. They they live with me. So now it's like an orchestra house. I considered buying like orchestrahouse.com or something too, like turning it into a thing. I feel that'd be a horrible idea though. It's not. Let's say I hate living. Let's say I hate home ownership. Hate it. It doesn't work for me, and it might not. I should just try it, and you don't want to try with a $260,000 house or a $300,000 house, and I'm not even at that spectrum. I'm low. I'm low 200s. Which, when if I were to have bought a $160,000 house, it would need $40,000 to get fixed, and that's the problem. And it's the cash going out that would kill me. It's not the mortgage. I can do a mortgage over 30 years. I can do whatever it is, $700 a month. That's fine. It's when I got to do cash on top of the mortgage is going to just rip my eyeballs out. So that was the thinking, is that you don't buy a fixer upper and you buy one that's walk-in ready. Now this is not nice walk-in ready, but at least the roof's not old. The water heater isn't old. It has a refrigerator and a couch and other things that are coming with the house. So like, okay, fine. This gets me to somewhat of the same cost as my rent with a basement. I get to live on my own, um, and I get to try out a home ownership. And if the town is difficult, or if the taxes get too high, or if there's a dog barking in the neighborhood that just drives me crazy, you get out. In this market, you could probably sell it, and if you know, it wouldn't be it wouldn't be horrible. I don't think so. But I am in a pretty crappy situation right now, and I don't think I should have bought this house. I can still get out of it, but you should try everything once. And I don't think it's stupid. It's not like I bought a car, which is a depreciating asset. I bought a house, which is going to build equity. The other part too. So there's, oh my God, I forgot to talk about all this other stuff. The other two parts that made me want to buy a house is, let's say I get laid off from my job, fired, laid off, whatever, doesn't matter. What matters is the only time that you can buy a house is when you have a full time job. You cannot buy. I mean, unless you have a ton of cash, you cannot really buy a house if you're a part time employee. And this was the first time I've had a full time job in probably 7 years. And so I bought the house. And if I get laid off from my job next month, I still have the house. But you can't do it the other way. You can't get laid off and then try and buy a house. If you get laid off the day after you buy the house, you still get you're in. You know you got in before the door shut. And I don't think I'm gonna get laid off. I'm just saying, is like, just whatever happens, at least you have something. Now the other part too is, once you have the house, you have a tangible asset that you can borrow money against. So the house is, let's say the house is worth 200,000. The bank owns it, but then over 30 years you would own it eventually. All right, so the bank owns the house, and uh, and um, and you can borrow at whatever 2%, because money's free right now, basically. Then I can have $100,000 loan borrowed against the house to start an orchestra. It would be the same as if I were to just do a small business loan, which is probably the way I should have done it. I think the way I probably should have done it in hindsight, and it's not far in hindsight. I mean, this happened 6 hours ago, whatever, 10 hours ago. So I can still get out of it. You have 3 days to get out of it. I think it's 3 days to get out of it without any cost, and then there's a cost after 3 days, and then after 17 days, you're like pretty much locked in with the estate or something. I'm not in New York. I am in Philadelphia. If you're close enough to Minnesota, I can spend a week to help upgrade. Oh, that's funny. Uh, no, I'm not near Minnesota, but I do appreciate the offer. You buy. Oh, I wasn't doing the stream on the. I wasn't doing this on the stream. Oh. Oh, they don't have chat on the thing, do they? No, they don't. Only Restream has the chat on the stream. Okay. Got it. Got it. That makes sense. So if I want to have a chat, I would do this. But then you see me there, which is I guess kind of weird. Let's see if I can do a split view. I can't. Does this pop out? Nothing. What's the edit button do? All right. Save changes. All right. Oh, I was missing some of the chats. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's a very, very, very tiny heater. I'll hold it up to my face so that you have some sort of context. Wait, let me go here. There, that's how small it is. It looks big when I put it up to the camera, but if I put it next to my face, you actually like, here's a phone. Like, let me see. I'm blocking here. That's the phone. So, that's my pop socket. I tape it so that, but yeah, it's tiny. Or I don't know. I'm trying to think of like something else. I guess a ruler, right? It is exactly. Let me check. It's 5.5. It's 5.5 by 5.5. 5.5 by 5.5. So it's tiny, but it packs a punch. It's pretty good, actually. I'm so convinced by it. It was cheap too. It was like $20, and it keeps me warm. Come on, buddy. Turn on. It's not turning on. No. Oh, I unplugged it. Oh, no. Hold on. When I pulled it, there we go. All right. The other part too about owning a house is I kept thinking like it would be kind of cool to be part of a community. Backyard brunches with the block parties or whatever. It wouldn't be horrible. All right, such tiny. That way, any surprise repairs are accounted for. Wait, what's that? Never buy on your high end. Oh yeah. Let's see. You gotta say watch some HGTV, and I hate that channel. Look at that flipping houses stuff if you don't plan on being there long. Yeah, it's not a flip to me. I don't even know why I'm buying it. Let's be honest. I mean, I've made a pros and cons list, and I'm not convinced by it. Like I said earlier, no matter what happens, we're here to help. Yeah, thanks, Connell. I'll be fine. The house isn't going to make me declare bankruptcy. It's not going to make me homeless. I can always get a roommate. I can see what it's like to own a house. I might hate it. Try for a year. You don't like it, you sell it. If it's a $5,000 loss when you sell it, then you eat it. It sucks. $5,000 is real money. That's a buttload of money. But in terms of like a home equity, it's not. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm so fucked up. Because if I really should just be living in a crappy slumlord apartment down the street for like $1,100. But I know what's gonna happen, man. My life, I'm gonna be so sad in a dark, lonely apartment. I mean, I'm gonna have some sad thoughts, man. That's where I am here. I mean, I'm just in a crappy apartment. I don't even hear the street. I'm like so far from society in this place. It would be kind of cool to hear like people, like society. It sucks because I'm such an extroverted personality that I've lived in cities my entire life. I went to school in Philadelphia. I used to live in New York City. I lived there for 4 years, like in Midtown. It was amazing. I moved to Los Angeles. I loved it. I was in Seattle. I was in Portland for a little bit. It was awesome. The fact that I'm even buying land in New Jersey, just outside of Philadelphia, makes me sort of cry because it's the exact thing that I never wanted for any part of my life. I never wanted to live in Jersey ever, ever, ever. I spent my whole life trying to get out of Jersey, and I did. I was out of Jersey for 50. The day I turned 22, I moved out, and I went to Manhattan. And I said I want to work my ass off so I never have to live in Jersey. Then I get hit by a car, and then you do rehab in Jersey, and then you buy a house in Jersey, and it's like, you know, you've become the person that you try to run away from. All right. If your gut says it's a mistake, trust it. Yeah, I know. If you're close enough to minutes, okay. I'll be happy to drive up and help you out. I'm getting homesick anyway. Okay, okay. Stop by. We'll grab some pizza. I'll be use a computer for the main screen, sell tablet for chats. Yeah, that's actually what I do plan on doing. Um, but then that gets into a whole nother thing. Is I got about $10,000 worth of expenses that I want to spend. I want to buy a faster laptop for my video editing so that I can get these videos out faster. Or you just hire someone, right? But I need the capital for that. Um, I need I need like I gotta buy I gotta buy tripods. I gotta buy 5 camera tripods, like stands. You know, like each of those is like $80. So we're already at like $4,000 laptop and $500 of tripods. So it's just this thing can get really bad really really fast. But I'm not trying to paint a doomsday scenario. Give the hero your power farm heater. You lived my dream. I miss New York so much. I think of New York City all the time. All the time. I'm telling you, my best days were in New York City. There's no question. Actually, that's not true. My first year of living in Los Angeles was probably the best 1 year run of anyone I've ever met. In the 1 year I was in Los Angeles, I got a job at YouTube headquarters. I walked the red carpet with Michael Bay. I worked with all the top talent all the way up and down the city. I was doing music for all of them. Judge Judy. I was doing music for showrunners. I was working with Sinbad. I did work for Mark Wahlberg. I did. My music was selling like crazy. I'm talking My Little Pony, Code Lyoko, whatever it was. I was crushing it. I was at all the who's who for all the top parties. I knew, not knew, well, maybe knew, but I was like, like mingling with all like the top people, the top. Um, and I was the exact 1% that I wanted to always fight for. Not 1% in terms of like, like making billions of dollars. I mean 1% of like in my industry of like going to the top YouTube talent parties and going to Twitter, like kind of events like inside, baseball, like internet nerdy, uh, just social media stuff that I crave for. People who built the internet or are passionate about it, or passionate about creating stuff or entrepreneurial stuff. It was so much fun. And every day was a party. Every single day was a Friday. Every day. I lived right there in Culver City. I would take my bicycle to Santa Monica on a Wednesday afternoon. I'm working. On a Wednesday afternoon, I'm writing a piece of orchestra music on a beach in Santa Monica. It was ridiculous. I cannot stress this enough. It and then it's the best life you've ever had, and one day, right there in a split second, it all got taken away from me. And I feel like it was like a previous life at this point. And the fact that I went from this, whatever, if you want to say 1%, but if I went to this, like, this who's who of content creation in YouTube for music. I got calls left and right. I was turning down work. I went from that to now owning a house in New Jersey where it's cold and dark and lonely. Like, it just sucks. That jump from here to here will make anyone go crazy. Anyone. And it will give someone some really sick and twisted thoughts. And then, you would say, well, life is free will and you can make your own choices and then no one's forcing you to be in Jersey. I get that. However, I really don't think going back to Los Angeles and starting there, because you're still in Los Angeles, you're going to pay $4,000 a month in rent. Maybe not for it, but every bit of 2,000, maybe even more, maybe 2,400. LA is expensive. Probably more than 24. My buddy was paying 2,700. He lived in Burbank though. You don't have to live in Burbank, but you're right back there where you're spending $40,000 a year just to live in Los Angeles. Yet your salary stays the same. So is 1,600 better in New Jersey? I don't know, man. I mean, I do know that the labor is cheaper. If you hire Los Angeles musicians, you're paying $400 an hour, maybe 300. Maybe you get a student. I don't know. But here I say $200. They're fine with it. New Jersey is high in taxes, high. But if you move to Florida or something, let's say you move to Texas because you want to live it up. I don't know if my 30s is the time to be living it up in Texas. I would eat grass for a year if it meant that I could start this orchestra. So if you're okay with eating grass for a year, then you shut up and you live in Jersey and you know it's going to suck, but you do it for the greater good of your heart and your passion. I don't know. I don't want to be here though. The other option is I just live in Philadelphia in a small studio apartment. No one says I need to live in a giant house. It's not a giant house, it's a small house. But it's big in reference to Philadelphia. Well, everything's big in reference to Philadelphia because Philly's small apartments. But if I'm recording in a recording studio, then I can just live in a small crap dump in Philadelphia and then just go out every night and see friends. I don't need to be in Jersey. I hate Jersey. I don't need to own a house with a basement. I'm probably not even going to record in my basement anyway. And if I do record an orchestra in my basement, it's going to be 4 times this in the first year. We're not recording in the basement every week. Plus, first of all, it's going to cost me $5,000 to fix the basement. The best musicians in the world aren't going to walk into a basement dungeon crap house with exposed wiring. They're going to want wooden floors and acoustic foam and green glue and a drywall with an air gap and a room within a room and microphones, and it's got the fact that I'm even buying a house right now is just, it's so bonkers stupid. We're going in circles. I'm sorry. All I wanted to do was go back to New York, New Jersey. I never wanted to leave, partly why my dream died. You live my dream. I miss New York so much. Well, if you were in New York, what's stopping you from going back? Because for me, I could go back to New York, but it just, but I would need to get a New York salary. You would need to get at least $140,000 a year to live in Manhattan. First of all, you can't buy a hoagie in Manhattan for less than $10. So your rent's huge, your water bill is huge. You got everything is expensive. I mean, just in the world, everything is expensive. But I honestly hated Los Angeles. Try as I might, I couldn't get into any studios. And Yeah, LA's very competitive like that. It's crazy. I just happen to know the right people. That's how it worked out for me. A couple of my old coworkers worked at YouTube headquarters, and I shot them a text message, and that's how I got in to the audition, not audition, to the interview. I never wanted fame or mingle with celebs. I honestly despise most of them. All I wanted was to work for Disney. It never happened, but it honestly worked out for the best. My mom knows Sinbad. It's cool. He visited her house when visiting Paisley Park. The prince died. I mean, I have a Sinbad picture somewhere on my computer. Maybe is this it? Yeah. So here's me, and do I call him Mr. Sin or Mr. Bad? Let's see if I can open it up. Oh, it's not letting me. Well, anyway, it's that. Let me see if I can move it there. I'll put it in the middle of the screen. So this is me. This is at headquarters. You can see I got the name tag. He's got his own thing. This is a shirt that says "Witness." I still don't know what it means, but one of my fans figured it out. They decoded it. We were trying to figure out what his shirt said. Let me see. Witness shirt. I think it's Witness. Yeah, that's the shirt. This Nike shirt. Isn't that funny how someone can... I find that to be so weird that someone can see a shirt like this, only like 4 letters, and I would assume it's probably not a popular shirt. Like it's not like a Lance Armstrong bracelet. It's not like it's not like a cultural phenomenon, this shirt. So the fact that like 8 people in a random YouTube channel here, and one of them knew exactly what this shirt was, I find to be quite interesting and remarkable. But when not the, let's see what you're saying here. When not the, when not the. I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what's the when part. Oh! Paisley Park, when the prince died. Okay, got it. My greatest escape was leaving California. California was rough. It's not for everyone. I couldn't live in California for more than a couple years. It's because no one's born in, well, they're born, but like no one's from California. Kind of. Like that's like the joke is like people move to California. So there's really no community there because your blood isn't from California. It's an import state. You go into California. So there's that. Like that's why they say everyone in California is like shallow because it's not a community. It's not like a little town. It's a bunch of import, export, whatever you want to say. It's a bunch of people coming in. I hated Texas. That's where most of the years were wasted. I couldn't achieve anything. I was trapped there. Texas seems like it would be a really difficult time. I mean, I could see Texas being cool if I was a stand-up comedian, like if it were like an emerging market, like stand-up comedy in like Austin, Texas. But if you start doing like performances and stuff in Texas, I feel like that would just be rough. Because you got 6th Street right there in Austin, and that's competitive, and then you're playing smoky bars for like $30 a night, and it just seems tough. I never could afford New York. It's a long story that began with my mom's death. Oh, dude, Connell, I'm sorry to hear that. That's really, I didn't know. And of course I didn't know, but that's rough. Wow. I spent 5 years in California. Never wanted to be there. I only went for Disney after 5 years of trying. Wow. Wait, you wanted to work at Disney or you wanted to play it? Oh, you wanted to be a writer at Disney. Got it. I got it. I was forced to live there after your mother died. Okay. Wow. So then you're grieving over your mother, and then you're kind of stuck in California at the same time. So it was just like, it must have been a tough time. I was forced to live in Texas after mom died. Got it. Okay. Got it. Oh, the after. Oh, okay. Right. So it's this, and then there's a typo. I was forced to live the after mom died. I was forced to live on Texas after. Okay, got it. I thought that you're a flutist though. You're a flute player and you're a writer. Am I getting this correctly? I do have to text the viola player back. Oh man. Oh man. I chose Cali to escape Texas. I think it's nearing your bedtime. Yeah, dude. I'm a mess, man. So. Ah. All right, we'll see you back here on Monday, fam. Peace. Thanks for hanging out. We wrote some cool stuff, and I'll see you back here in a few days. Have a good weekend. Writer, flutist, photographer, videographer, etc. Okay, shall I sing your? Sure, go ahead. Go ahead. I'll let you sing. What do you want? My neighbor sings. I can hear my neighbor all day. My neighbor just grunts all day. Oh, just all day. You have a good night. Well, I thought that Yara was gonna sing us a song. I'm waiting. Oh yeah, bro. I'm yawning. We'll see you back here. Peace.